Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Happy Friday, showmates, and welcome to the 89th installment of Foxie A.M. Thank you all for joining me this morning. I hope you're all nice and cozy, warm, wherever you are with your caffeinated beverage of choice, starting your Friday off awesome. Still getting with the program here a little bit. I think I have everything figured out. We are currently in fall spring. So yesterday was a gloriously warm day. We had no snow, like it all melted away. And we were supposed to get a little bit of snow overnight, and we woke up and there's at least 8 inches of hard packed snow out there. And it's still snowing. So welcome to second winter in Wisconsin. Oh my goodness. So Brian's out there shoveling, trying to make a path. But yeah, he said it's really heavy. It's definitely quality snowman snow. So if Lily shows up later, maybe we can get her outside and build her a snowman. That would be pretty cool. Thank you all for joining me this morning. Happy Friday and welcome into Asia Llewellyn. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're doing well this morning. Huawei. Sam, good morning. Says, good morning. I'm pleased to report my shin splint I've had for 3 weeks. Holy gosh. Is now just a really painful ankle. I'm glad it's getting better, but I'm sorry it's so very painful. At least you're having some positive progress in it. Hopefully it'll feel better now that it's calmed down from the splint pain to just achiness. KJ, good morning. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well this morning. Jenna P. No, you listen on mute, so good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining me. I hope your meeting moves super swift. Scotty the Fishery, good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining me. Says, okay, I'm here. So I don't get distracted and have to catch up on double time. It's so easy to get distracted. There's so many shiny things. Excuse me, hairball. Fuzzy, good morning. It's so nice to see you in here. We have been missing you on the Hot Mess Express. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything is going okay with the move and all that stuff. Hopefully it's settled. I haven't gotten a chance to chat with you, but I know it was a little crazy there for a moment. Jeff Kane, good morning. I hope you're staying warm this morning. He says, I still have a couple of feet on the ground and 3 fresh inches. Oh my goodness. We had so much of the snowpack melt away. Like we drove to the dentist's office yesterday morning, and by the time we got back yesterday afternoon, almost all the snow was melted here. But now, it's crazy. I'm looking out the window. There's so much snow outside. Oh, it's crazy. So yeah, we're now in second winter. And I don't know when second spring's coming, but it's probably somewhere around the corner. Fuzzy said, we had most of the snow melt off this week. That's nice. Hopefully, I didn't watch my mom's news. Part of like getting rid of like the homesickness thing living here is I like to watch my mom's news station here on YouTube. So like I'll watch her weather station usually before bed. And I didn't do that the past couple of nights. So I have no idea what's going on in Northeast Pennsylvania. But hopefully you guys are trending warmer. Kelly, oh my goodness. It's the Kelly and Fat Kitty. Good morning. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. And I hope you're warmer down there than we are here. Dee Dee, buenos dias to you too. Good morning. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well today. And Lori's able to make it in. Give that little grandbaby a hug from me, please. Good morning, Lori. Kelly says, our snow is gone. More is coming this weekend. Ours was totally gone yesterday. Like yesterday morning, went to the dentist, came back, it was all melted away. Went to bed, woke up, there's 8 inches out there, and it just started snowing again. So we were only supposed to get 3 to 4, so I don't know when this craziness in Sandy is going to end. Hopefully it won't go on forever, though. But spring has to start sometime, right? I mean, I bought potted tulips from the store that were bloomed. That gives me hope for spring. I don't know if it's false hope or not, but it's still hope. That spring isn't so far away. But I definitely have been getting a very bad case of cabin fever. I want to go outside. I want the grass to be green. I want to be able to see the grass more than 24 hours. I'd like it to be green. I want the sun to be warm on my skin. I miss it. I am a summer baby. Born in August. Absolutely love the summer. Love the water. Love the heat. I miss it. So it's coming. And then when it's super, super hot in August, you're like, I need the snow. You can never have a true happy, right? It's either one way or the other. We always want the opposite of what we have. Jody, good morning. Happy Friday. Hugs to you. I hope you're still on the mend this morning. I know you said the fever broke yesterday. Hopefully it's still away. But you are here lurking. So happy you're here. Dee Dee says, we are at 69. I'm sure you are. Oh, lovely, 69. And if it's sunny, can you just go outside and do photosynthesis for me for like 3 times? Just photosynthesis. Oh my goodness. As soon as I'm like a cat. If I find a nice sunbeam in the house, I'm going to stand in it for a few minutes. If I'm outside and the wind isn't blowing too hard, I'll just put my face to the sun and just be like, I love it. I love how it feels on the face. Kelly says, I'm starting seeds this weekend. Spring is coming. Yes, we need to start planting our seeds no later than March 1st. So we'll be starting our seeds here soon too. What kind of seeds will you be planting, Kelly? Can we have any ins on that? I know we're doing a very, very big vegetable garden this year. And I also want to plant, I don't have a ton of places that we plant flowers here because there's so many natural, beautiful wildflowers that come up here. So we let those ladies bloom to attract, to feed the local bug environment here and the butterflies and all of those lovely little buggies. But I also do plant some flowers. Last year, I bought seeds for a black-eyed Susan vine. And Kelly will tell you, after they grew, they were not black-eyed Susan vines. They were just plain old black-eyed Susans. They were still gorgeous nonetheless, but I paid 3 times the price for these gosh darn seeds, and they weren't even the right variety. So I was a little peeved about that. So this year, I think I got good ones from a good source. So I'll be doing the vining black-eyed Susans, hopefully. What else? We also plant zinnias every year. I'm going to be ordering some seeds for snapdragons. I love snapdragons. I've always loved snapdragons. Ever since I was little, I'd always pick them and make them talk. It's a thing. I'll still do it at 40 years old. I don't care who you are. You're going to watch me play with a snapdragon, make him talk. Oh my goodness. But I don't know. Like I have a bunch of flowers and seeds in the cart, but I know I'm most excited about the vining black-eyed Susans. Hopefully they're the right variety, and the snapdragons. We do get native ones here, but I found like blood red velvet snapdragons, and they are so pretty and they are so soft. So I'd like to get some of those. And eventually, not this year, but maybe next year, I really want to start working on a Gothic garden outside. I know we don't have the best environment for those. Those kinds of plants are more like 8-9 zone. But I know I can have a couple. I can have like a mini Gothic garden with some lovely dark plants that'll be annuals, but I think it'll be pretty. So I have flower ideas. We're doing lots of veggies. We always do. Gosh, how many varieties of tomatoes alone did Brian plant last year? I don't know, like 8, 12. But every year we plant a variety of veggies, and we're gonna be upticking that this year. Hopefully we can plant enough to actually can this year. That would be pretty cool. Fuzzy says, but my friend who is putting me up is being very, oh, did I miss a comment before? Yes, I did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Huawei says, snow here in Cal. It's snowing? Oh my goodness. Does that happen often where you live? Fuzzy says, things are not going terribly well. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I don't have permanent housing. The fish, the cat, and I are crashing at a friend's place. Most of my stuff is in a storage unit. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry to hear that. But my friend who is putting me up is being very kind. I'm enjoying spending time with them, and I and my pets are safe. Well, that's good to hear. And hopefully you can get all of that sorted out, but at least you have a friend that is kind enough to give you and all your fur babies and fin children a place to stay. But if there's anything we can do to help you out, Fuzzy, send me a message. If you need some leads or anything else, just message me so I'll see if I can help you out. I have some connections in that area. Dee Dee says, I know it's hard to believe, but I am being serious. About what? It's being 69? I don't know. That's an awfully exact number to come from Dee Dee for it to be accurate. And now I'm going to get a photo as evidence. Good morning, Skipper. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're doing well this morning. Yeah, I really do too. But like I said, Fuzzy, if there's anything I can help you with, send me a message and I'll see what I can do. Melvin, good morning, Mr. Pittsburgh. Hi, how are you doing? How you doing? Staying warm this morning, I hope. Kelly said, this weekend I am starting pansies, petunias, onions, and geraniums. It's too early to start tomatoes, lettuce, broccoli, and other veggies. Yeah, we'll be starting those March, the beginning of March is when we start the veggies. Pansies, love them. Petunias, love them. I've never grown onions. That would be fun to try, though. I'm not sure if Brian's grown onions, but I've never on my own grown onions. Potatoes are fun to grow, but they're not fun to like harvest unless you do the hay bales. But then the hay bales don't, they're yucky. But what kind of petunias are you starting? I think my favorite petunia is the New Waves. They are just gorgeous. My mom gets hanging potters of them, hanging pots, oh my goodness, of them every year. And they start out big and bushy up top, and by the time the season's coming to the end of it, they're touching the porch. So they get about 6-7 feet long for her. I was not doing a 6-7 reference there. That's just where I went to. Because they'll grow from the top of the porch, where she has them hanging, all the way down to the bottom. So it's taller than my dad. So that's got to be about 7 feet. 7 feet of plant. They're just gorgeous. You always start from seeds. Yeah, we all do, don't we? Ooh, and snapdragons. Nice. I'm getting the variety pack that has, I think, like 12 different types in it, I want to say. It was either 8 types or 12 types, but they're all pretty. And I'm sure, knowing my luck, they're all going to bloom mostly like one type. KJ says, I love Black Eyed Susans, Cosmo, Zinnias, Bachelor's buttons. I didn't know, oh my, all the flowers. Give me all of the flowers and I will be a happy little foxy the rest of my life. We do usually plant zinnias. Last year the zinnias didn't come up well. I think we only had one that sprouted. So amongst all my Black Eyed Susan vines, I had one little zinnia just doing her best out there. That was so funny. But Bachelor's buttons, those are very cute. Cosmos are gorgeous. And we have, what else will be coming up over here this year? Petunias? Are they the petunias? They're very pretty. I want to say they're, no. Peonies. Peonies, there we go. They smell so good. They're the largest flower we have here. And they're beautiful. I wanted to move them from the garden where they were and transplant them, but Brian said that if you, they take a long time to establish. So I don't want to have to move them and shock them and then go downhill because they're so pretty. So I'm just going to work around them. I'm just going to plant around those pretty little ladies. I think we have the pink ones and the white ones. So very pretty. Welcome back, Asita. Says, I hope everyone is having a good start to the day. Hope you are too. Hopefully the weather isn't too crazy where you are. Kelly says, Dee Dee, some things I do, but only the last couple of years. I have room for 720 seedlings, which isn't as much as you might think. It isn't. It isn't. That's not a lot of seedlings for the kind of landscape you planned out. Exactly. I didn't even mean to do it this morning though, but man, I love sneaking one in at least once a day. Seeing if Brian catches it or not. Yeah, Kelly always has awesome. I can't wait to live vicariously through Kelly's ponds because she does them phenomenally well every year. They're just so relaxing. One day, I'm going to have to visit them and Kelly at her house in person. That would be pretty cool. Snow never happens. Oh. Do you want snow to happen? Because we can help you relocate if you need that to do. Mike, good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're doing well this morning. Dude, when you said you were decommissioning the fish barn, my heart sunk because immediately, girl brain, worst case scenario, you're not doing fish anymore. But I'm so happy to hear that you are upgrading to a better setting so you don't have to deal with all the frozen water lines and like the random things that happen out there and the attack of the squirrels you've been dealing with lately. So I'm very excited to see the new fish room setup when you have it all set and going. It's going to be amazing. And I totally understand when you said being like above 50, this wanting to be the last fish room you built. They're in a walk in the park, but if you set them up right, they'll last forever. So I'm sorry that the fish barn is being decommissioned. She has served very well, but I'm very excited for the new fish room you'll have going in the house, in the basement. See, you said I did 3 varieties of cherry tomatoes last year. I'll probably stick to that. I'll have 8-10 plants in my tomato row. Oh, it's so cute. Brian does he has raised garden beds, and we do buckets around the beds. So the tomatoes go in the beds, and gosh darn it, there were so many different varieties last year. I really liked those purple tomatoes, the really dark tomatoes. He does a lot of aromas and oh gosh, there's so many. I can't even name them all. There's just, I didn't know there was that many types of tomatoes until Brian pulled out his seed vault. He's like, look at all these. Okay, so, and I love being able to go out there when it's seed planting time and just get my hands dirty and play in the dirt and plant some little seeds and see what starts sprouting. It's just, I love it so much. It's very cathartic. I'll let you know if I can think of anything. Okay, don't hesitate. You won't be bothering us, so don't feel that way. If you can think of something, message me. Dee Dee says, I'm going to cut back this year too on matters on flowers and stuff, like projects outside. Dee Dee says, I'm terrible about the pruning of tomatoes, so I'm my own worst enemy. Oh goodness. I don't know if that's a thing Brian does, but I haven't gone out to the garden to prune tomatoes with him, so I don't know if he prunes tomatoes and doesn't tell me about it. Honey, are you pruning tomatoes without my knowledge? Scotty says, maybe I'll get some plants growing this year. I failed last year. Well, just try again. And if there's any certain issues you're finding or they're failing at a certain stage, maybe there's something these wonderful plant people in the community can help you out with. You have new wave petunias! See, and that's why you're awesome, because you pick the good things from the start. That's so very cool. Jody says, zinnias are fabulous. They are so very pretty. Are you planting any kinds of new flowers this year, Jody? You're starting anything new? I know you've been down on a little under the weather. You have a lot going on right now, but you are a garden lady. I'm sure you're going to try to squeak some time in there at some point for some flowers. So I was very interested in seeing what kind of flower plans you had for your garden this year. But also I know you're lurking, so answer in your own time. Red Laser, good morning, Gordon. Hope you're doing well this morning. Happy Friday. It says, greetings, Foxie. Greetings to you too. Yay, Scotty's fish are all still alive from Jody, and that's because she has quality fish. So if y'all haven't checked out the Tropical Fish Company's website yet, please do. See, it says, I'm in a weird transition period this growing season with the home move on the horizon. Oh, goodness. I have 2 yards, gardens to manage until we move and then sell. Exciting, but a lot. It can be overwhelming. So just don't do anything too crazy in the place you're selling, since that maintain the best you can. Don't try to overexert yourself. Says, I did that and forgot a lot of the spring bloomers as it was late in fall when the house sold and had already moved 2 years prior. Oh no! It's like me forgetting to dig up the iris bulbs for you every fall / early spring before they start blooming so I can mail them to you. You forget about the bulbs until one day they're like, Pop, I'm here. It stinks when it happens though. See, it says it's sunny and cooler again here in Arkansas today. Well, at least it's nice and sunny. Hopefully it's not too cool. Yes, exactly. Jody, please be spry. Spry pry. I like that. We are very excited to follow the journey with that mic. It's going to be so much fun with the new fish room. And you need to commemorate your fish room. You have to have some kind of, I don't know if it's a board you put down there with all different kinds of colorful foam on it, but like that's an integral. It's an important part of your fish barn, memory-wise. So It'd be really cool if you had something like, even if it's like a little frame of just all the spray foam, because the OG people know. And that, I think that's a really cool memory to keep. Cakers, good morning. Happy Friday. Oh my goodness. Are you guys buried in snow too? All of our snow is gone last night, and now we have 8 inches at least, and it's still snowing. So it's still growing. Who knows what's going to happen? Peter, good afternoon. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're doing well today. Oh, so another thing I wanted to tell you also, if you were getting all the notifications this week, I tried Egg Watch five times, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4A, 4B, something like that. But the internet wasn't cooperating, so I wasn't able to finish the Egg Watch. But I've been keeping tabs on the babies. I still have them here in front of me. And the first one to hatch out was number 2. And then last night, before bed, number 5 hatched out. And then sometime during the night, number 1 hatched out. So the only 2 babies left in their eggs are the ones that I thought were going to hatch first, of course. That's 3 and 4. So we have birthday babies this morning. That's so exciting. And in the other 2 tanks that I have, I think all but maybe 5 or 6 have hatched of them. So I can see a couple bubbles. There's not many bubbles. There's a lot more babies than bubbles at this point. So most of them have hatched. So that's pretty cool. So I'll have to make a video on that, because I can't take this camera over to the tanks where they are. But towards the end of the live stream, I am going to take the camera down and try to show you at least the babies that are still here on the desk from the Egg Watch. They're so stinking cute. I absolutely love their little faces. They're just so tiny with big black eyes. I love it. Love it. And we had another successful set of twins hatch out this season. Thank you so very much. They are looking to be leucistic. One has a couple little bit of spots on it, so we might have a leucistic and dirty leucistic twins, but I'm going to put them in their own little separate container so I can watch those guys grow up, so I can be like, those are the twins and this is everybody else, just so I can keep everything straight. So, but yes, we've had number 2 hatched first, then number 5 hatched before bed, and then we had number 1 hatch in the night last night. So we're still waiting on 3 and 4, but otherwise we have 3 successful hatchings from the Egg Watch so far. Unfortunately, you just weren't able to see it. Hopefully the internet will settle down at some point, but when we're in like this transitional period between seasons, because our internet lines are underground, if it rains a lot and then it freezes, it plays a lot with the internet. But with it being very snowy right now, it's pretty solid. So hopefully, knock on wood, it starts calming down a little bit here. Maters is Southern for tomatoes. Did I read it wrong? Did I say matters instead? I might have done that too. Let's see. I prune my tomatoes. Yeah, I don't know if Brian does or not. I didn't know that was a thing. Jay, good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're doing well this morning. I just saw, was it a short that you just did of one of your little escapes? Because sometimes I watch these things really late at night while I'm editing stuff. I remember your voice. I remember a small, yep. It looks so very, you're so very good at those things, Jay. Not jelly at all. You're very, very good at escaping. Edie says, I bet Brian does trim his tomatoes. He has a nice looking garden. He might, and just not tell me about it. And I never had an inkling of like, okay, because I'm not the gardener. I'm just the flower person. But I should learn how to grow food better than I do. I mean, I like planting them, but then I don't really rear them after that. That's Brian's area. I hope work is going easy for you this morning, Jeff. I know sometimes it can get crazy for you. Melvin said, yes, it's me. My new name for my future clothing brands. Nice. American Pino Clothing. Oh, that's a name. There will be something spray foam down there. I am so happy to hear that. I love catching the glance of your spray foam door when you go out to do the barn walk around. Brings back old memories when the kids are still running amok in there. You remember, don't you remember? Katie says, no snow, just a dusting a day ago. Sunny and cold. Oh, it might not be Katie, it might be Jake. I'm not sure. Which cakers are you? No snow, just a dusting a day ago. Sunny and cold here. I'm glad it's sunny, but at least you're inside nice and toasty. It's very cloudy here at the moment. Maybe we'll have some sun peek through. Jeff said it's a white out there. Will you be careful if you're driving? We don't have wind like that. We just have the gentle snow falling. Jody says, we were supposed to get 3 to 6 of snow last night. We got 0. Well, we got our 3 to 4 and your 3 to 6. So if you want it, you can come up and get it. It'll be in the yard waiting for you. Let me see. Is there anything? Okay. So it is now 10:32. So I'm going to go ahead. Just Jake. You should say it's Jake, not just Jake. So thank you for lurking, Jake. But I'm going to go ahead and play the member video now. At the making of the member video, we are currently 64 members strong to the channel. Thank you to each and every single one of you for all your love and support from the bottom of my little mermaid heart. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. So let's have a little fun dancing to this one this morning. Hopefully that's the right one. Yep, that's the right one. And without further ado, here is our member video.
Yo. Yo. Yeah. Yo. Yo, the water ain't right, and I'm on your spike fighting. Fish looking stressed, fins twitching, no lightning. Cycle in the tank, nitrogen's the mission. Bacteria, bloom nature's coalition. Gravel bed settling, filter hum steady. Cloudy at first, but the tank ain't ready. Ammonia nitrite, they gotta transform. Patience is key, watch the bio swarm. Cycle the tank, let the water get wise. No shortcuts here, gotta fertilize. Cycle the tank, keep the balance alive. Fish in the flow, now they thrive. Start with ammonia, ghost feed the glass. Invisible chefs cooking microbes fast. Test strip reading, science in the vibe. Yellow to green, see the cycle arrive. Plants in the back, swords and moss creeping. Snails on the glass, algae team sweeping. No fish too soon, that's a rookie mistake. Rushing the cycle, lives and stuff. Lives at stake. Test the water, test it twice. Patience, yo, that's the price. Korean dreams need time to bake. Don't let your fish meet a watery fate. Cycle the tank, let the water get wise. No shortcuts here, gotta fertilize. Cycle the tank, keep the balance alive. Fish in the flow, now they thrive.
A perfect length song that rarely happens here. We have 64 members to the channel. Thank you to each and every single one of you. Appreciate it all. Let's see. And Scotty said that he was posting messages, but I did not see them pop up. Oh, okay. I see this one. Did you hear how I got assaulted by Cheddar last night? No, I didn't. What did you do to him? He is the sweetest baby on earth. 12 to 16 inch lacerations across my chest, started bleeding and everything. Were you holding him and he freaked out or something? I don't think Cheddar would just like assault you. But ginger cats can be extra sharp. I think I've bled the most from an orange cat. But they're not mean. Usually like they're spooked or like they're just, or they get zoomies and try to run off you too fast and their claws hook into you and get you. I don't know the backstory. But hopefully you treated them, you washed them, they'll heal. And you have a tattoo from your kitty for life. I have one. I don't know if you can see it. But right before the wedding, Gracie scratched me somewhere like here-ish. Oh, here. It's right here. Right here. Can't really see it on camera, but in person, it's just a white line across my chest. And I have that forever now. And that's my Gracie tattoo. You know, if they love you, they're going to mark you. Sometimes with, you know, claws. Asia said, I'm at work and not even hiding being on here because I got the office to myself again. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry you had to go in, but that is awesome that you have the office to yourself. Hopefully you got to rock out to the member video. And Riley was dancing. Awesome. Good morning, Riley. That's crazy. I'm sorry, cut you up. Kitties can be jerks sometimes. Good morning, Lance. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining me. He is. Cats are sharp. Cats are very sharp. Jenna says, that's what you get for stealing and overcooking his steak, Scotty. Yeah, Scotty, I don't. So how is there some pink in the middle of your steak if the fire alarm was going off? Because normally that means it's well done. Like, well done. I was fully expecting a photo of a briquette cut in half. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that was just the member video, Lance, that I was playing. We still have about 23 more minutes to go here. And I am going to try to show the axolotl babies before we head out of here. And I'd like to show you the cup of pygmy eggs. I mean, I could try to show you all the eggs before we move before I move the camera over to the axolotls, but I don't know if it's going to focus very well, but we can try. It's more of a digital microscope thing, but we can try to take a little look at them. Oh, yeah, I got to take it for a good trimming. In addition to that, he drew blood for me about 3 times yesterday. Yes, he was on my lap and he knocked my cell phone off the desk and it freaked him out. Yeah, so he didn't do it on purpose. He does love you. He's just a gingery kitty. That's all. Ginger cats are different. But they're magnificent, magnificent cats. Hopefully your chest heals up fast. But he also stole my steak off the counter yesterday. Well, that's what you get for leaving the steak on the counter, just like you know to close the bathroom door. You should know you have cats, and they're gonna steal your beef. They'll steal your slate. They'll steal food. Cats steal food. So, lesson learned, right? They're training you on how to be a better cat owner. The outside was a little black, but not too bad. A little bit of char adds flavor, but I'm glad there was still some life on the inside of it. Scotty says, how am I supposed to get it to room temp before cooking it? Well, it doesn't need to be laid out on the counter, or you can put something protective over it. If you have a microwave, you can set it in the microwave to thaw and come to room temperature. Kitties can't get in there. Like something with the door, you can put it in your oven, off, leave it off to thaw. Like you could, there's places that are room temp you can put it that the kitties can't get it. Jenna says, set it out on the counter for 30 minutes to an hour, or put it in room water or warm water for a few minutes. Yes, that's how we thaw things. If we forget to take them out of the freezer, they're in the sink thawing real fast in water. Scotty says, I covered it with paper towel and lined up the spice containers around it because I was worried he would do it. I lost. Well, the spice containers are just the things he can slap around. That's the fun before the foods. You need like a protective barrier of some sort, or like Jenna said, thaw it out in warm water in the sink for a few minutes beforehand. And hopefully in those few minutes, they don't take it out of the sink. I've had a cat do that too. If they want it bad enough, they're going to find a way to it. Okay, so it is 10:40 here. Let me see if I can, because I'm going to have to pull the camera down. These are the pygmy eggs that we collected 2 days ago. And the pygmies have been spawning so very much that when we pull the plants out, sometimes we miss an egg on the plants. And when we go to pull the plants again, let's see how this looks. It's not horrible. Hopefully you can hear me. When we go to pull the plants again, there'll be different eggs from different days late. So sometimes when we pull these eggs, immediately babies will hatch. So we've had some that hatched out. We picked these ones 2 days ago. And immediately we had 2 babies hatch out. We didn't have any albino pygmy babies hatch out yesterday. But I believe, let me see if my flashlight here. Because I think we have a baby. Where is he? That might be too bright for you guys. We do have a baby in there. We have 1 baby in there so far. I see 2 fuzzy eggs I gotta pull. But they're so tiny. The albino pygmy eggs are half the size of a normal pygmy egg. And I think that's crazy. So what I've learned from these guys is that with the albino pygmies, they can colony breed, but their eggs are so tiny. I'm trying to screw the camera back on. Their eggs are so tiny that they can eat them right away. Whereas with standard pygmies, they kind of have to grow into being able to eat their eggs. So you can get them to colony breed for about a year before they really start noshing on their eggs hardcore. But goodness. But yeah, with the albinos, like their eggs are so small they can eat them immediately. So I've been pulling the plants and picking them off the leaves all the time. The standards, I have to do that now because they're older, but the albinos are about a year old and they've been eating their eggs since day 1. So that's something, if you all are keeping albino pygmies and common pygmies, they're not the same as the common pygmies as far as when it comes to laying their eggs. They will eat their eggs almost immediately, so you won't have as much colony breeding from them. You'll have a couple babies that might be able to hide and make it. But those guys, for sure, you will need to pull your eggs if you want a nice, healthy batch. And they have been doing really good for us. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks of them at the moment. We have another couple of them hatching. I see the parents spawning in their tanks right now, so they're very prolific. These guys have been fantastic. And what I've noticed really cool too about them, this batch, is that they're not only spawned like baby albinos are hatching, but there's also leucistics in there too. So that's really cool. So I'm not sure if they're actually classified as a leucistic because some of the leucistics, they all have the black eyes, but not all of them have the pure white bodies. Some of them have like a yellowy body with a very faint line. So I don't know what to classify those guys at because there's nothing physically wrong with them. They're just not pure white or that that pretty gray. So are they a golden albino? Because that's what they kind of look like. Is that a thing? I don't know what to call them yet. But it's so cool that they have been going really good. I didn't expect them to spawn as much as they do because the standards, we've never had a spawn this large from the standards in one set. So, but we did have a spawn of standards this year that was pretty hefty. It was like 150, and we have 3 tanks of those babies growing up right now. But I might end up keeping one whole tank of them because pygmies. I need to refresh my standard pygmy pack because my adults are well old. A lot of them have their little geriatric bodies on them now, so I want to keep some babies behind to make sure we still have a nice healthy set for next year, and which means I'll get a little bit of colony breeding before I have to start super pulling plants and picking eggs for those guys. So it's like I'm excited about it. Let's see. Yeah, that's a very good idea too, Jenna. Those are some ideas I had for Scotty too. Yeah, Tupperware it. That's another thing, teaching the cats to not be on counters. And a good way to do that is they don't like stepping on like super crinkly plastic stuff or like aluminum foil, so you can line your counters with that stuff. So when they jump up on it, it makes a noise and they just pounce back off, and then they learn. Or they also don't like sticky stuff. So if you do like double-sided sticky tape on something and put it up there and they get stuck to it, they're not going to want to go back up there. So make it so they don't like it. Matt said, I saw the baby, yay! Aren't they ever so tiny? They're so small. Let's see. You can do one after Foxy. Did I just really say that? I'm not sure if John My Fish Tanks Aquatics is going this morning, because that's another. Let me go check. My face is probably frozen. Let me go check the link. Well, no, I should go check Johnny's channel. But he didn't. I didn't see a stream from him last Friday. I don't know if he's streaming today. I wasn't able to catch the last live stream he did, so I don't know if he said something in it or not. I caught like the first couple of minutes. But yeah, it says the last time he streamed was 13 days ago. I don't see a live stream set up for him this morning, so I guess it'll be okay. I mean, the stream, not that you can't, but you know, there's no one, I don't see anyone going after me. Scotty, if you'd like to do a pop-up. Jenna says, I am in my Friday meeting, Scotty, so I wouldn't be able to hear anything, and this meeting will last somewhere between 15 more minutes and 2 more hours. No! Let me do the scream photo for you. No! Bless your heart. Oh, goodness. Just chit-chatting. Well, he gets paid. He's getting paid for that, though. You have spiky plastic mats, and he has learned how to move them out of the way so he can get to where. Yeah, that's not. You gotta put it down. So, like, they won't spend time moving aluminum foil. They won't spend time moving that crinkly plastic that they don't like, and they won't spend time hanging around being stuck to tape. So, those are 3 things I've seen with cat people that they do when they're trying to train their cats not to go up on something. Squirt bottle. I mean, you can, but I'm not a fan of that because the cat is wet and then the cat's touching things, or you miss and then whatever you just squirted is now wet. Or it can backfire and your cat can love it and then ask for it all the time. If you have a water cat, they do exist. I've had 2 in my lifetime. Absolutely love water. They'll beg to be squirted like with the garden hose and stuff like that, like a dog. It's funny. Bestie, good morning. Happy Friday, Shane. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're doing well this morning. Hugs to you. Oh, and we are 5 minutes past the birthday song, so I should hurry up and do the birthday song so we can get a little look at these axolotl babies from the egg watch before we head out. Scotty, will you be going next? Okay, you'll start in 25 to 30 minutes. Awesome. Please don't be that cat owner. Please don't be that cat owner. There's proper ways to train them. Water may not be the solution. It may backfire. It was both times that the water lovers were both orange cats. You might have to fill the tub from now on. All right, so Scotty will be starting a stream shortly after, 25 to 30 minutes after this. Fuzzy says that Squirt Bottle just teaches them not to do things while you're looking. Exactly. And if you make it like a yucky area with like things they don't like putting up the aluminum foil and stuff, it only takes a few times for them to catch on to, oh, this is a no-no zone. And then they just won't go there anymore. Yes, let me go through and play the birthday song for those who have birthdays this weekend. So I want to say a very merry birthday to our showmates, Lefty 3213A, Lady LRB, and Cecil Mayberry. I hope you all had fantastic birthdays and another phenomenal trip around the sun. Happy birthday.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's a great day. That's what we say. Happy birthday to you.
And many more. Happy birthday, showmates. Alrighty, so the camera's going to get a little bit funky here again for a moment. While I take you off the little arm I have. Maybe I could, you're going to see a little bit of a mess, but look at this cool little arm Jeff Kane gave me. That's what holds my camera up. That's my tissues, some catnip over there. But I love that little arm. It works so well. So this is the tank that I have the babies in. That's my ring light, so it's in the way a little bit. But I have this picture photo tank. Picture. It's meant to take pictures of fish. It is from Wild Fish Tanks Ryan. I won it on Steamy McStreamy, and this is what I used to do the egg watch. I'm going to have to put a black towel behind that. Aquarium Co-op towel to the rescue, because that's the closest thing to me. I can block the background so maybe I can see these babies a little bit better. Okay, so I have them in the picture tank, and that picture tank is inside a 2.5 gallon tank. And that, you're still, what are you seeing? Oh, you're seeing the tank behind it. Okay. And that is to help keep the babies cool enough. So if I need to change the water in the outside tank, it doesn't blow the babies around in this tank. So I'm going to try to be steady. We have babies in that corner. There's bubbles 2 or 3 and 4 there that still haven't hatched. That one in between them that I know you can't see him too good. But that baby out of the bubble in the middle, that's number 1. And then we have, oh, there's a leg in the way. We have the 2 twins over here. And I'm clicking on things with my elbow. I'm sorry. It's a hot mess. But these guys are doing phenomenal. I sang them their birthday song. I just wish I could show you them a little bit better. But these are the babies that we had on the stream. We've got 2 more to go. And hopefully, with some luck, they'll be out of their eggs by this evening. So I will be transferring them to, I'm very close to the camera. I'll be transferring them a little bit later, the guys that hatched out. I'm going to put the twins in their own container so I can watch them develop, so I can remember who's who. And then I got to sort all the other babies that hatched. But while I have you down and I showed you the pygmy eggs, I can show you a tank of the pygmy babies that I have here on the table as well. Let me just raise it up here a little bit. Thank you for bearing with me. Let's see how well I can show you them. So these are the little baby pygmies. These ones are about a month old. And they'll be going to their next grow up tank now that nothing else can eat them. They take a little bit of time to get to a certain size, like commons, and then they just blow up. But until they get to that common size, it's a long journey getting there. But these babies are doing phenomenal. So very excited for them. And I don't know if you can really see through this tank because we're tanks on tanks at the moment. So we have those tanks, and then I have the row of baby tanks up here that we're rearing. But back here, the tank behind them is where the standard pygmies are. You can kind of just see a standard pygmy over there. Oh, hi, baby. In the right corner. So that's why I haven't been really able to get in there and see if they've laid any eggs because I'm tanks on tanks deep on the desk at the moment. But these guys are doing very well. I'm so very happy for them. And I just cannot thank Skull. Okay, got to go through here. I cannot thank Skull enough for picking up these albino pygmies for me. They're doing so good here, and I absolutely love them. But hopefully you're all able to see them a little bit. You also got to see a little bit mess in my room as we're moving things around here. But yeah, they're so small, aren't they? Oh, goodness. Happiest of birthdays to you. Thank you, Asia. I'm sure they appreciate that. Scotty says, I will miss McStreamy tonight. Tomorrow starts mermaid hell for me. Extended hours. Mermaid hell! Extended hours and minimal sleep. But it's a very, very, very important job, Scotty. Think of it as like a royal duty. You get to serve the mermaids. Oh, goodness. It stinks that you miss McStreamy, though. I'm assuming you have to go to bed a little bit earlier. Absolutely not, Jenna. You best not cancel McStreamy. I will have a huge sad. Don't do that. I know you can't hear me, so should I just make frowny face? Don't do that. I know, they're so little. Keith, good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're doing well today. Staying warm. Always room for more tanks. This is true. And we're currently in flux because we have, I think we decided like we would ultimately like to have 120 axolotls when all is said and done. But we're going to start with 150 because there's always a few failures to thrive. And we'd rather have a couple too many than not enough, again, like last year. So I think ultimately we're settling on 150 to start with. And then we'll probably end up, depending on how many failures to thrive, because there's always a few babies that for some reason just won't eat. And there's nothing you could do to get them to eat. But we're budgeting for 30 of them, which is very high. We might only get 10 of them that do that. So, but we're about to have a lot more tanks in the house too. They're still very tiny, so we have the tanks like for them to hatch out in. But we have the rack up and going now. We're going to be setting up some more tanks over here in the fry rack area, there's a space underneath there. We'll have some more tanks. And basically, wherever there's an empty spot and that we can't trip over, there's going to be an axolotl fry rearing tank there for the next couple of months. Jody says, I almost guarantee I will have to watch McStreamy on replay. I fell asleep before 7 p.m. last night. But you are fighting so very hard, your immune system, and you've been working very hard. So I think they'll allow that exception, hopefully. Scotty says, have you had any luck with that other live bear that you have that I want? I forget the name. Oh, the Genencia onca. Well, we had them spawn, and I think they had about 6 to 8 babies that I saw in there by the time. But the females are ruthless, the adult females. And out of all the ones I had, I now only have 4. So they're not doing great. They're not sickly. They're just very feisty. They'll find any tiny little hole to jump out of your tank. Super spooky fish, even if it's heavily planted. They're gorgeous, but they are just brutal little fishies. And that's why a lot of people have a hard time not spawning them, but rearing them, because they're just so brutal to each other. But they are ever so gorgeous. So I don't know if that's really a fish you would want to keep, Scotty, just because they're so feisty. Just like the like inlay Danios aren't for everybody. They are torpedo-shaped fish. They are the same thing. They're very spooky no matter what you do. And I talk to all my babies. I play with all my babies. I can't get the lake inlay adults to like settle down. They always just want to shoot out of the tank. If the tank doesn't have enough plants in it, like when we're spawning them, they always trying to get out of the tank. Their babies love to jump out of the tank. Same thing with the jaguar live bearers. They're spooky, they jump, they're aggressive to each other. That's a difference between the Danios aren't aggressive, but those guys are. They're pretty darn mean. So they haven't done well for me. I have 4. I don't know if they're going to breed or not, but that's where my pack sits. And that's where my frustration lies with them, is that they're gorgeous, but they're cannibalistic murderers. But I want a huge pack of them because they're gorgeous, but it seems to like, I don't think it matters how many you have. Like, they're feisty, so they'll need like a quiet spot, no kids, not much action. And you still might find them on the floor. Feisty is your middle name. I only have 4, and that's all I have total. Like, I don't have any babies. Well, I have 2 babies. The 2 female adults killed all the males, and they let 2 babies live. So I don't know if those 2 babies are also female because they're still on the smaller side, but those 4 are the only Genencias I have right now. So hopefully I can get more from Skull if he has some more available, because I think they're pretty. I would personally like to keep them. I don't know if we'll ever sell them because I don't want that to be a problem for other people, especially if like it's gorgeous and then that fish is gone. You know what I mean? Whereas if you want lake inlay Danios, they're not well known, they're gorgeous, and it's more like rainbow fish people. Like, you have to be into these fish to want them. So by that point, you know how these fish act. For example, Alexander Williams Fishery got some, and his are doing great for him. But not all people are able to keep an environment that's calm enough for them. So those are like some fish, like if you're not into jumpers, they're like basically tiny arowanas. It's hard to keep them in the tank. I keep killies. I'm used to jumpers. Oh man. Have you ever had a fish that jumped out of the tank and you picked it up and you put it back in the tank and then it jumped right back out of the tank? That's a Genencia. If they want to die, they're gonna jump right up back out of that tank. But they're so beautiful. But those are just like, I'm not trying to stave you away from them, honestly, but that's just a struggle you might have to deal with if you have them. And hopefully Skull has more. If he does, I'd personally like some more, and hopefully you can get some more from Skull as well. Skipper says, my lake inlays are doing great. Yay! They are calm but go nuts when there's food. And also, you have them in a space where there's not a lot of action all the time, whereas ours right now, I don't know, can you see behind all my coats up here? They're in this tank right here. And this is where we're spawning them. So right now there's no plants in there or anything like that. So they're a little bit exposed and they don't like that. And since we're right here, we're always back and forth and the fry rack is right here. So there's a lot of action right here. So these guys aren't happy here. And then we have their babies, some of their babies growing up in this tank over here. And Lily likes to go over there and, you know, look at them. And they don't like being looked at. So some of them stay in the tank, some of them don't. But maybe the ones that stay in the tank will go on to make babies that also stay in the tank, is my hope. Skipper says, I'm looking for black chin live bears. My male passed away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Black chin live bear. They're pretty. I don't know who would have those. Would that be... I don't know if Mike has any of those. Fish Tank Barn. Maybe Mitchell Broom would have some of those. I'm not sure if Jody has any of those in stock, but those are 3 great places to check if you're looking for them. And we are already 7 minutes over time. I'm so sorry. I really got on a rant there. I apologize. So I'll let you all go and be free. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you so very much for joining me here this morning. I greatly appreciate all of y'all hanging out with me. And I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Don't miss just Steamy McStreamy this evening or any of the fishy shows. You never know what's going to happen, who's going to be the guest, when you might get a fishy list. I didn't even do a fishy list this morning. Wow, I guess I had things to talk about. But yeah, seriously, thank you all for being here. I hope you have a fantastic day. Go out, do something spontaneous this weekend if you can. Shake off that little bit of cabin fever. Spring is coming. Go do something that shakes your spirit up. Until then, call your loved ones. Tell them you love them if they're far away. You pull them and give them squishy, big, big, big hugs and super ginormous sloppy wet kisses because it's funny and because you love them. And plant a seed of kindness while you're at it, because a beautiful garden can spring from the single seed that you sow. So go forth with love and kindness. Be well and always show mates. And we'll see you next Thursday for the next Hot Mess Express. Love you all. Bye.